Welcome to the Daily Devo. My name is Alec, and today we are talking about our hope in God. I'm not sure about you, but it gets really hot where I live during the summer, so there are only two ways to beat the heat. Option number one is to always be inside, which is okay. But I prefer option number two, go get in the water. For me, the ideal place to be is at the lake. The best days are behind the boat, wakeboarding, and tubing. Both of these activities are so much fun to do, but they are very different in their uniqueness. But they have a common denominator. Being both require you to never let go. Some of you, as I've been sharing, might have a childhood memory of the family tubing out behind the boat, where it is some of the craziest memories because we have all taken that tube ride, where we knew it was going to take every ounce of courage and muscle to hold on tight for that ride. Whether it is tubing or wakeboarding, you and I both know it goes terribly wrong when you let go. Regardless if on a tube or on a wakeboard, upon the timing of letting go, you are all of a sudden smacked in the face with the lake water that once felt like your best friend. Now you don't know which way is up or down, and you are looking around. For me, looking at my relationship with my terrified white-knuckled tubing memories in one hand, and in the other hand, my relationship with God, and I see a lot of similarities. Let us read a verse where we can see why and what we should hold on to. For today's verse, we find ourselves in Hebrews 10:22 through 23. Let's read. It says, "Let us go right into the presence of God with sincere hearts, fully trusting Him. For our guilty consciences have been sprinkled with Christ's blood to make us clean, and our bodies have been washed with pure water. Let us hold tightly without wavering to the hope we affirm, for God can be trusted to keep His promise." Now that we have read it, let's try and make sense of what the author of Hebrews is saying here. Verses 22 and 23 are reminding us, as the readers, the encouragement of the new covenant we have in Christ Jesus. The first half is telling us to come with complete trust in our salvation in Christ, because He has made us clean with His blood. As believers, be reminded often that you can live boldly and joyfully in your faith. Then for the second half, it is addressing holding on to the hope we have in Him. Remember when I just had all of us mentally and emotionally reliving our crazy tubing memories? No, I'm not just wanting to remind you of that wild ride, but I want you to remember what it is like to hold on to something so tightly. The relevancy and truth of Hebrews 10 has never changed, and it never will. Whether in 2023 you are a student, a parent, a working professional, or wherever you are at in life, one thing I know, God never wants us to let go of our hope we have in Him. God is the ultimate promise keeper, even when it may not seem like you can see light at the end. Please hold on even tighter. My challenge for us today is take some time to ask yourself if I fully trust God 100%, and do I hold on tightly to the hope of the cross and the promises that come from Him. Thanks for joining us on the Daily Devo.